If you're just like me, I'm sure you're tired as hell of doing the Manor, right? I've been doing this gameplay loop ever since the game came out, and today we're going to be checking out some massive changes to it that are really going to be shaking up the way the whole game works, but all mainly revolving around the whole Manor system, right? We're going to be checking all the news which have been released soon, like a couple days ago, and they're going to be going live into the game in like also a couple days, right? So these things are going to be shaking up the way the game works as well as being implemented in no time. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. So here it is basically the whole explanation of a lot of content that's going to be coming in the 29th of April, so basically in 2 days from now when I'm recording the video. So we got a big breakdown of a lot of things here. There's going to be new events and returning events, which we've also seen in the past, but the most important things we're going to be checking out, we'll also cover all those other things, is going to be the way that the whole Manor gameplay is going to be working now, right? So let's break it down into two major points. There's going to be a new feature which is called the squad, right? So the squad is going to be basically a bit of a formation between pals and avians, right? So as we read here, the working squad is led by a pal as the captain with avians as serving members, right? So these are basically going to be your workers who are going to be doing the whole gameplay loop of the Manor, right? So, of course, the Manor consists of the mine, the farm, as well as the tech park, and then we got the parking wars and the prayer statue, which by themselves have been put into the Manor sort of system, but they don't really follow the same loop, right? So those are going to be left untouched as far as I'm aware, but everything else, the mine, the Shumi farm, the tech park, and the dormitory are going to be changing basically as we know them from today to something totally different, right? Freeze! Download Legend of Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins Wallet and download it and open it up. Once you have it installed, here you'll be able to see how much bonus you currently have accumulated, and you will also be able to input my promo code Midway5 to be able to go ahead and earn an extra 5% bonus in Legend of Mushroom when buying stuff. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description. So go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have the working squad, so a team of workers, which are going to be able to, we're going to be able to assign to different tasks, right? So as we talked about, they're going to be led by a pal as a captain, and then we're going to have some avians which are going to be able to do some work, right? So you're going to be able to upgrade these pals and avians in different ways. They're also going to have different traits to them, different levels, and something important about those is the new talents that they're going to be having. So there's going to be 6 different types of talents that a pal can have, which is going to be whether they are able to perform mining, research, processing, planting, watering, and garrison, right? So as this read is like, you can send them over to do the mining chores for you. You can send them to do your tech research for you. You can send them to prepare food, which is, I'm not sure, this is like a new thing that we are going to be talking about in a moment as well. Then we're going to be able to send them to plant, which is like to put the seeds in the farm and then water the seeds, so like collect them or just get them ready. And then into the garrison, which is going to be increasing the crop steal income. Not too sure if the stealing gameplay loop is going to be changing, but they are going to be also able to do that, right? So there we go. We are able to have pals with 1-2 job talents based, or rather they can have 1 or 2, right? We don't really know, depending on the pal's rarity. Then you're going to be able to level those pals up, meaning that their talents are going to be able to get increased in strength, meaning that they're going to be a bit more efficient. As you can see here, raising their star level is going to mean that they are more efficient. They're also going to be coming with like natural talents, and there's going to be acquired talents. You can read this whole thing as soon as it comes out. It's going to be coming out probably tomorrow, so we're going to be just sort of glancing through it so it doesn't take forever. Because otherwise this could be like a very, very long video. There's going to be a stamina system where you can like regenerate that stamina using cookies. And basically you're going to be able to use those pals to go for as long as your stamina allows you to, doing that work you're going to be assigning them to, right? So we talked about the farm changing, right? So when I talk about the farm, I mean like the tech park, as we mentioned before, the mine, and the workshop, which is basically going to be the dormitory, which as we know it right now is going to be gone. And this is going to be replaced with like the place where you're going to be managing your avian team, or as we call it here, the working squad, is going to be all set up and organized through here. It's also the place where you're going to be able to level up your pals in regards to like their job skills. You're also going to be able to add well, stamina to the pals over there with those cookies, which you're going to be able to set up people to go ahead and do, right? Like processing, preparing the food for the pals in the workshop and stuff like that is going to be a whole new thing over here. So the retainers and all that stuff, that's all going to be gone, right? It's straight up just gone. Honestly, it's pretty boring, so I'm all right with that. But it was a nice source of just random passive loot. I guess it's a little bit all right to lose these basically set of free rewards in exchange to everything that's going to be coming with it, right? So the tech park is basically research is never going to be stopping. That's what it says. Shumis can now assign worker teams in the tech park to carry out tech research automatically. Now, how does that gonna be working with the way the resources like spent and acquired? We'll see in a moment. The research will follow preset tech research lanes and plans speed up coupon usage. Not too sure how that's really going to work. Automatically sending help requests to family members during the research process. It just sounds like you're basically not going to have to be like manually clicking stuff, but I'm assuming you're still going to be like bottlenecked by the ore, right? That's like pretty much guaranteed. So over here on the tech research park thing, I don't really think this is going to be changing too much, although it's going to be automized, right? You're going to be able to set up the pals that work for you, so that's something. Then, big new thing. The mine is going to be changing as well. So now instead of actually using your pickaxes to dig for ore, you're going to be able to assign crews, and you're going to be able to, assign a workforce team to go mine in the caves. And it's going to be requiring a certain amount of time and stamina, alright, and then they're going to be able to basically just doing the work for you, and after they're done, they're going to be getting the ore rewards. And then there's a chance to receive adventure rewards, which is probably going to be sort of like what you get out of the parking wars, straight up. So you're going to be able to get rock gemstones and buried gemstones, which can be sold in another new system, which is going to be basically a new merchant, which you're going to be able to exchange those gemstones for currency for the new systems, right? A new workshop and all of that stuff. As you can see right here, new mysterious merchant feature where you can sell those gemstones to obtain Manor coins, which are going to be able to influence the daily market trends. Interesting little phrase over here, not too sure how that's going to work, honestly. And then you can also purchase Vitality Essence and other stuff like the top secret work guide or whatever that is, not too sure about that one. So straight up, the main two things really changing over here are the tech park and the mine. Then you're also going to be able to automate the way the farm works, and straight up that's just going to be the three little aspects of the daily grind of the manor, which are the most boring. And then the dormitory is gone, right? So you're going to be able to set up pal teams, and those are going to be doing the job for you. Parking wars and the statue are going to be staying the same. And then finally, after all this little rambling, right, we'll check these details in place once the update is actually set in stone, right? Because as you can see over here, this is just a sneak peek. There's going to be more details coming soon in the future. We also have some optimizations over here, as you can hear. When selecting a batch incubation, that's for avians, all pending incubation avian eggs on the current list are selected by default. And don't really care too much about that, it's just a little bit of an optimization. When selecting reset for avian, the option to spend restoration agents for reset is checked by default. Whatever, very nitpicky kind of stuff. Nirvana Spore. Okay, what is this? The effect of preview of Nirvana Spore will increase the amount drumroll rumble. Okay, without affecting previous effects. Whatever, very nitpicky. The prayer statue provides a notification when high-level affixes are added during manual. Okay, that's what we talked about last time. Now, whenever you're actually playing this manually, the statue, the notification of that you got a high-level roll when you do it manually, that's now gone when you do it manually, so it's going to be back. It's basically going to work the same way as the auto pray feature works right now. You're going to be there's going to be a message appearing in the screen, so that's going to be there for you so that you don't actually skip it. Somehow I think they just removed that in the manual rolls by mistake, so that's going to be back. And then on the Shroomy farm, tap on the crop steal screen to view detailed information about the thief. just so that you know who's stealing from you, but I don't really think that's gonna be changing too much. Yeah, all those little optimizations, nothing too crazy. Only thing that really matters to me here would be that prayer statue thingy. The Nirvana Spore, I'm assuming if you are gonna actually be using the Nirvana Spore, which I'm not, right? So yeah, I'm not too sure which one really what that one is gonna be doing. HP is above 58%, it can be seen as 58% for skills as trigger, yada 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 yada. I don't think that one's really too relevant for the whole game in general. Maybe some class actually using it, but not really, I don't think so. Anyways, new content. There's a little bit of a mystery event, which I'm not too sure what it's really going to be about. I think this one might just be another gacha. It's going to be starting on May 2nd until May 8th, so it's just about the normal duration of a gacha. And then we're also going to be having some login rewards for like 2 weeks, which probably are going to be carrying some good stuff, as you can see here. Adorable pixel skins await you. Hoping that that's just like log in and you don't really actually need to pay anything. This is going to be starting really soon as well, May 2nd. And then we're also going to be having the Reversal Showdown coming back. Right now we do have in game the live simulator event going on, which not really too rewarding, honestly, and I'm not the biggest fan of this one, but you have it going on right now if you want it. But yeah, we're gonna be having the Reversal Showdown coming back up, so that is going to be a little bit more of an enjoyable event. Also not really rewarding, but that's what it is. They're gonna have a double gem event lining up with a new gacha coming up, so we'll talk more about this gacha once it's actually coming right up, right? As soon as we got more details, we'll do a video on this. For now, it just seems like, you know, a retro world, every frame is on counter, whatever. It seems like a little bit of gibberish here. I'm just assuming it's another gacha, so we'll check that out when it's actually around. And then we got the Love Post Office. It seems to be like some sort of battle pass, which you can like boost up your intimacy system. Not too sure about this one either. I don't think it's gonna be too relevant, but it's gonna be coming together with this new update. So all these things that we don't really know too much about, I'll just cover whenever they are a little bit closer, so we got the details. For now, just know that there's gonna be a new gacha for sure, and we're gonna have the Reversal Showdown event coming up in a few days as well, like early in May, like May 9th. So that's gonna be after the gacha it's actually gone, right? So it's gonna take a little while more for this one to come, but that's pretty much all that there is in this update preview. And there's big changes coming to the Manor system, that is really the TLDR. Everything else will just the regular new events coming up, and we'll cover those in detail once they are a little bit sooner. For now, that's all there is to the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out Aptoide once again, and that's it. Bye-bye, see you.